Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. What a top result, a top result. 4-1 to Chelsea away at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. It was the reaction we needed, the reaction we wanted, and you know what? More than the reaction we wanted. We all expected a win, maybe about 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, something narrow, something not too crazy, but today was crazy. I mean, that first half especially, probably the best half of Chelsea's season. Hands down. We came out all guns blazing. And I just honestly, with the loss against West Brom, we all wanted a reaction. We all wanted the players to really understand just how deep that loss was. And we cannot allow mistakes like that to repeat themselves again. We got that win at Porto. But in the Premier League, which was today, we all thought, yeah, you know what? We need a reaction. We need to make sure that mistake doesn't happen again. Boy, did it not. Boy, did it not. We went and put Crystal Palace to the sword and then put the sword through them. That's how deep it was. Anyway, before we get into the nitty gritty of what went down into today's game, I'm going to ask you guys, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you do enjoy this video, which I'm sure you will because you've all enjoyed the game, surely. So smash the like button, much appreciated. Check out my Patreon, patreon.com/YTF, as well as my Twitch, my Insta and my Twitter. Links are in the description, as you can see in the banner right here. Now, this is such a good result. I stressed in my preview that we needed to win. This was a must win. And especially with the circumstances of the game before ours, where Liverpool managed to get a 2-1 win in the dire seconds of that game because of Trent Alexander-Arnold. They went above us in the Premier League table prior to us kicking off against Crystal Palace. So it made this game even more important. And if we weren't to win today, that automatically opens the door for Tottenham, opens the door for West Ham tomorrow, opens the door for Leicester to just even go far ahead if they were to beat West Ham. But this result brings everything into contention for us in such a good way. Now, not only are we back in the top four, but we've made ground on Leicester. If the result goes in our favour tomorrow and Leicester and West Ham can draw, that would be immense, because not only do we remain ahead of West Ham, but we can catch Leicester. We can get third, let alone fourth. So hopefully that happens. And now this win has managed to get some ground between us and Liverpool, and more so between us and Tottenham. Tottenham are now 5 points behind us. Regardless of what they do tomorrow against Manchester United, they ain't catching us. So this was the reaction we needed. And with such a top performance, some of the goals, the way that we came out in the first half, as I said, all guns blazing, absolutely immense. And with a lineup that had a couple of question marks. Let's go through the lineup and really discuss what Thomas Tuchel went with before we understand just how well it actually worked. Here is the lineup. We went with Edouard Mendy in goal. Azpilicueta at right centre-back. Zouma, that came in for Christensen, who unfortunately has picked up an injury. And I think it's just a small knock in training, so it shouldn't be something too severe. But Zouma stepped in, Rudiger alongside him, Hudson-Odoi coming in at right wing-back, a position that we haven't seen him in quite a while. Jorginho and Kovacic as the two in the double pivot. Ben Chilwell at left wing-back, he keeps his place from the Porto game. Pulisic manages to get himself a start under Thomas Tuchel. Finally, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz chosen as the leading man up front, instead of the three strikers, Tammy Abraham, Giroud and Werner, who were all on the bench. Now, this was a lineup with a couple of questions, obviously, in relation to Christensen being injured and Zouma having to fill in. What Zouma was going to show up, we didn't know. I was praying it'd be the Zouma that done so well against Atletico Madrid. For me, today, it was. Zouma was an absolute tank tonight, and he scored, so we'll get to that. Hudson-Odoi at right wing-back, that's another question mark, you know. Is he going to do a good job? I put him in my lineup for the preview. I thought it was necessary to give Reece James that little break, because against Porto, I think Reece James will be the one that's called upon. So Hudson-Odoi to have his opportunity. Now, did he do well? Hell yeah, he did. And especially taking that position and turning it into such an attacking position. He done brilliant on that right-hand side and playing so direct, playing with, linking up with others on the overlap, like Mason Mount or sometimes Azpilicueta. Hudson-Odoi was playing very, very, getting in between the lines, really showing his skill, taking a couple of shots. He was doing well today. He done very well. So fair play to Hudson-Odoi. Alongside that, Jorginho, you know what Jorginho was going to show up? Was it the Jorginho that bottled it against West Brom? Or the Jorginho that actually played well against Porto? We didn't know. Today, he played really, really well. And then he came off and thankfully had himself a little break. So there's that. And then Kai Havertz up top. Kai Havertz, Pulisic getting his first start. Probably, was it his first start or one of his first few starts? I'm not quite sure. But Pulisic starting under Thomas Tuchel. Can he make a statement? Kai Havertz starting. Can he make a statement? Well, the first 20 minutes, when we came out all guns blazing, Kai Havertz, absolutely sublime. And especially for that first goal, him winning the ball back, combining with Mason Mount, getting himself into a nice position, slotting it into the bottom corner like a proper striker should. Scoring the goals that we have needed from our front men in ages. That's a proper instinct finish and a fantastic one. And to be honest with Kai Havertz, he could have scored about 5 today. He really could have. If he really wanted to send a statement, which he should have, because he missed a couple of chances that I think he really should have buried. And it's very unfortunate that he didn't. Especially the one shot where he was put through, I'm not sure by who, I forgot, but he managed to take a shot, hit it straight at the goalkeeper. And then the other one with Ziyech supplying him with the through ball, and he just honestly, goal right in front, hits it straight at the goalkeeper. He really should be burying those, but thankfully he got the goal in the first half. He got the assist for Pulisic's goal that came straight after his 2 goals after Kai Havertz, 2 minutes, after Kai Havertz scored. The second goal, Pulisic came into the frame. Havertz with the assist, sends it in. Pulisic smashes it into the net. Fantastic goal. And then moving forward, Kurt Zouma, nice ball in. Kurt Zouma getting his 5th goal of the season. His 5th goal of the season. That puts him level in terms of Premier League goals with Timo Werner. That's how deep it is. Right now, in terms of our goal scorers, Tammy Abraham, Jorginho and Mason Mount are on 6. Zouma and Werner are on 5. I mean, it's ridiculous where we're getting all our goals from. It's crazy. But moving forward, 3-0 at half-time, and that was absolutely fantastic. Absolute class. We just set the world alight with that first half performance, and with a top reaction. We couldn't have done it any better. And then moving into the second half, obviously, Crystal Palace getting themselves a goal back. Nice substitution there from Roy Hodgson, where Schlupp came on, provided the assist. Benteke with the header. Chilwell caught sleeping. Was definitely caught sleeping, but we managed to compensate with the 4th goal later on. Reece James, who was brought on for Callum Hudson-Odoi, sending a nice ball across the box. Agent Gary Cahill, much appreciated. Good to see him getting a touch on it, which kind of deflected it completely and sent the Crystal Palace defence into a little bit of a disarray, but put it right into the path of Christian Pulisic to home his 2nd goal, to slot in his 2nd goal of the game. And you ask yourself, who's man of the match? Pulisic or Havertz? Pulisic or Havertz? I think you'd probably lean to Pulisic because he made less mistakes in terms of actually putting the ball in the net. Kai Havertz, as I've said, could have put 3 or 4 or 5 in. He really could have sent a statement. And to an extent, he did tonight. But he could have sent a statement to Thomas Tuchel saying, you don't need any of your strikers. You got me here. So, it's crazy how it works at Chelsea Football Club. It's really hard to tell. But the one thing that I want to mention, Thomas Tuchel deserves a lot of praise because his starting 11 today paid off. Zouma was brought on to replace Christensen, who has picked up an injury. He delivered the goods. Pulisic was brought on. He delivered the goods. Havertz was brought on. He delivered the goods. Every single player and even the others that didn't score, like Hudson-Odoi, he delivered the goods, had a fantastic performance. All the players that Thomas Tuchel decided to rotate with tonight played brilliant. So for Thomas Tuchel, his tactical masterclass definitely came into play today. I give him loads of credit. Thomas Tuchel's been an absolute blessing for Chelsea Football Club. He really has. And long may it continue because some of the football we are starting to see now looks absolutely incredible. I mean, the one thing that I want to mention, do you notice how well we pass out of the back now? It's sublime. I had an Arsenal fan in the chat on the watch along. If you haven't seen the watch along, you can go and check out my reactions. But there was an Arsenal fan, and you know, I had to read out their comment. I had to, because he said, even as an Arsenal fan, I'm in awe, you know, of seeing Chelsea play like this. And it's crazy because as soon as he read that, I started talking about how we were passing out of the back, and we done just that. We were really starting to combine passes. Edouard Mendy moving it to Jorginho, back to Rudiger to Chilwell back to Jorginho to Kovacic drives and just moves with the ball. And it's absolute class. So I honestly want to give Tuchel the credit. I want to give the players who are understanding exactly how we need to be playing the credit. And the football that we're playing at the moment is so fluent. It's so elegant. It's so nice. It's so lethal. And today, the goals came with it all. So honestly, fantastic performance, absolutely great. As I lose focus, because I'm trying to get my focus back here, and it doesn't look like it's coming back. But anyway, it is what it is. What happens, happens. Some technical difficulties will always arise. But the most important thing is Chelsea win 4-1 tonight with a top performance. Let me know what all of you thought in the comments below. If we look at the Premier League table now, we are back in the top 4. As well as that, as I've already mentioned, Liverpool remain behind us. West Ham are now behind us. They got to get a result against Leicester tomorrow. Hopefully they don't. If not, they stay behind us. Tottenham will definitely remain behind us. It's now back in our grasp. We cannot let this go again, especially the games coming up. We've got a Premier League game against Brighton coming up. We've got a Premier League game against Fulham. Those are must-wins before we have to play Man City, before we have to play Arsenal, before we have to play Leicester. It's getting tight now. Our next game is Porto in the second leg on Tuesday. Bring it on, because oh my God, are we going to make a semi-final of the Champions League? I think we are. But I will be doing a watch-along for that. Also, to let you guys know, I will be doing my first neutral watch-along on this channel. I will be doing a watch-along for Tottenham versus Manchester United tomorrow. And just as I say that, the focus comes back. So how about that, hey? It's like it's meant to be. I will be giving you guys a watch-along for Tottenham versus Manchester United with a different background, a different setup. You're going to see it. I'm unveiling it to all of you. You will be getting a Chelsea video. The Chelsea content will not change. The Chelsea content will remain, but I am making additions now with neutral football content. And that is going to come in the form of any videos that have to be made in relation to big football news and watch-alongs. Tomorrow will be the first, Tottenham versus Manchester United. And then towards the end of the season, we will be doing some more. So make sure you're tuned in for that tomorrow for the Tottenham United game. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you then. Before that, you will be getting a Chelsea video, though, so keep your eyes peeled. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. Leave me your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out my social media links, as you can see in the bar right here. My Patreon, my Twitch, my Instagram, my other YouTube channel, my YTF Podcast Clips channel. All the links are in the description. Check them out. Knock yourself out. Thank you all so much. I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening. Take care. And peace.